Hey guys, what's up? This is Kumasao back with another review. This is one that I've been hyped for some time. It's the third in the Pose Plus Metal line from Artstorm. Goddamn, it's GoShogun. So P.03, GoShogun, we've got him next to my personal favorite of 2019, P.02, Boxinger. And you can see it's another large iteration. In fact, it's just as tall, around 10.5 inches. I already pre-measured that, but I mean, yeah, it's a good-looking, solid piece. So in terms of the accessories that it comes with the 3 ships that dock inside of them, for anybody who's seen this series. And let me make sure that I got these right. I believe this one's the King Arrow, this is the Jack Knight, and this is the Queen Rose. Alright? So he comes with his weapons from the TV show. Let me actually get this up here so you guys can see. Alright, so this is a Go Flasher. Basically, he has the ability on his backpack to have these pieces come out and they shoot out at enemies like giant missiles. It's really cool. It's really flashy in the cartoon and stuff like that. It's neat. But this is the Go Saber, the Go Stick, the Space Bazooka, a variety of hands here. Those 3 small ships that I just showed, they combine into a miniature bot called the P.03. So these are alternate arms as well as alternate hands for that. And of course, instructions. Box is really nice, really sturdy as well. But okay, we'll go ahead and get Boxinger out of the way. And we'll look at the jets first. Alright, there's not really much to them. They don't have any gimmicks to them or anything like that besides the transformation. You can see the back sides of them. And I have to admit, mainly due to size, these are the best I've ever seen the P.03 ships look in general. Obviously in the cartoon there's a bit of animation magic that makes them look a lot more like ships. But toy-wise, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, 1, 2. Now, these do, again, store inside of Boxinger. I just want to show this really quick because we're gonna get these out of storage. You saw that just open. For the legs, each of them, you just pull these out, the knees, and then these compartments also pull out. I don't exactly remember how to get this open. I might need my splitter tool. No, you can get in from underneath, so that's cool. Alright, so pull this out, going in, underneath, 1, 2, 1, 2, alright. And I believe this goes back as well. Huh. There we go. For whatever reason, it's not sticking. There we go. Wasn't sticking like it was supposed to stick. So there's that. I believe with this guy, it's just as simple as the compartments on each are fitted, so you have to make sure that little stuff. Okay. Pull that back out. These 2 guys together. Okay. Alright. Just fits right in. Make sure you clip together, push it back, push it back, push it back. And of course, no hindrance on the articulation or anything like that. But again, I just want to go ahead and show off the storage options before we get into the other gimmicks. And I really like the Tri-3 in its combined mode, so I'm not going to have it, not stored for the rest of this review. I want to show that off too. But let's get on getting this started. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these guys combined into Tri-3. This just folds back. Goes in here. Bring those wings back. Alright, so you bring these arms down, swing them down, then this whole headpiece flips around. And you can see here already that it brings the shoulders higher. Alright, turn them around and there you go. Straightforward stuff. The legs, flip this down, and then there's a notch that you want facing the top. So zoom in. See that? Okay. Flip the wings back. This slides in. Okay. Then this slides in as well. Now if you're going to go ahead and go with these hands, they fold out. It's a pretty tight little space in there. Let's see if I can get it with my fingernails this time. Nope, so we'll do it off camera. I gotta find my spudger. Okay, so we flipped those little hands out, and they are little. They are tiny. I'm not even gonna bother with these. That's why it comes with the alternate arms. You just take these, pop it out, pop it out. Then make sure you got the appropriate arm for the appropriate side. And they just slide right in. And there we go. I wish that there was a bit better. Okay, I just discovered something. I did not realize he had that ankle tilt there. Very well done, Pose Plus. Alright, so let's go over the articulation now that I have apparently mastered it. Alright, so the head can actually go up and down, 360. Shoulders up and down, no butterflying back and forth or anything like that, but ball joint all the way around, biceps swivel. All right. Elbow bend, actually past 90 degrees, pretty impressive. There's some rock there, as well as rotation on the wrist. .360 waist swivel. No crunch. Thighs. Back. Skirts actually move. Forward. Outwards. Swivel. Alright. Well past 9 degrees there. And you guys already saw the ankle tilt. That's freaking awesome. So really good stuff. And it's neat because you don't really see like a combiner inside of a larger robot and things like that. It's not necessarily the Russian nesting doll that Baikon Fu is, but it's cool regardless. Alright, so there's that. And then just for the sake of trade, dealing out a hand. He comes with 2 open hands. We're just using one for this, but let's get him into putting the wrong foot forward here. Get a walking pose. God, I love that it has ankle tilt. Make sure he's balanced. Alright, it looks good from that, but I'm a little bit higher. I really liked what I was seeing, so. Well. And there we go. This thing is really, really, really freaking cool. Alright, before I get started on GoShogun, go ahead and give a measurement to this guy. He's about 3 1/4 inches tall, so it's a big try-3. And of course, the big guy here. Bring this bad boy up front. Get my turnstile. Yeah. One thing I like about Artstorm that's really consistent with their products, bring the camera up some, is the paint job. They use these nice, thick paints, good finishes and things like that. Not really prone to a lot of scratching. If you drop it or something like that, yeah, it's going to get banged up, dinged, whatever. But they normally do a pretty immaculate job with their presentation, their finish, and things like that. So, kudos to the company in general. Alright. Now, before getting into the articulation and stuff, we went over the storage gimmick. We'll also go over the backpack as well. So it comes with the backpack detached. And we will get this removed. All you have to do is slide it up and off. So I don't know what my issue is here right now, but okay. Alright, so when you get the backpack, because I got asked on this, because I got asked about this on Facebook, it comes depressed, right? So basically, with these screws, it's not going to press on. It uses these 3 things and just slides down, right? So the way to get these out, you can manually pull the top end back, which pulls the screws back, or just press it by the bottom part, and then the top part will naturally push back once you have it. Once you press it up. So you do that and then just slide it down. Really simple. You'll hear a click. You're good. Alright, now focus here. The reason that this top half goes back is for the Go Flash parts, which we'll go over in a bit. But press that back. And then there's a light gimmick too. So that lights up the Go Flash parts, as well as the compartment that houses the King Arrow. So we'll bring the camera up. Turn off the light so you can see it from the inside, and yeah, pretty neat stuff. Alright, now looking over the articulation, the head can actually move up and down a bit. For flight poses there, pretty neat stuff. Downwards, full 360 there. It's a nice firm joint too, not too tight or anything like that. Don't feel like it's gonna break, but at the same time, definitely not loose. One thing that I'm not showing, because I always keep sensitive parts like in a jewelry box, it comes with an extra horn as well. So, pretty neat. All right. Looking at the piece that holds the shoulder armor here. It actually springs in and out. Pretty cool stuff, but you can see how it moves up and down. And just slide that back on. It better slide back on. It's not like I haven't done this before. I was like, I'll just show them how it works straight up. There we go. It slides down pretty firm, but yeah, saw how it moves and everything like that. Alright. Nice firm ratchets there. Alright. So it's got a piece under here that swings up and down on top of the shoulder swinging out as well. Alright. So a good amount of outward swivel. Not going to push it. You saw the 360 around. It can butterfly in as well as out. 360 bicep swivel. Alright, and you can hear some are ratchets, some are just normal. joints as well. Double joint there. And you can hear the ratchets and things like that. It's a pretty beautiful sound. Now what's cool about this forearm guard is that it actually rotates in and out to make room for the double jointed elbow right there. So that's pretty neat. Alright, so rock all the way, wrist swivel. You can see the ab crunch being utilized here just to show how far it goes. Right there. Right there, that's straight up. Alright. And that's him at his most upright. Get his hips straight. There's that. Now looking at the waist, clicks. Now, it technically has 360 ratchet, but the belt meets the waist and just past 45 degrees or so. So don't press it. It doesn't have anything to extend it up and around this buckle part, so it's what it is. Alright, now these swing out, these swing forward. You can see those nice, beautiful die-cast hips. These back plates swing out. So you're like, man, you're gonna go hip crazy. God, these ratchets are nice and tight. It's beautiful. And this is the kind of figure, I'm not the biggest fan of ratchets when they're not necessary, but this is the kind of figure that needs it. So what's cool is that you can actually swing it out that way, or swing it out that way too. Really neat stuff, alright? And what's cool, if you didn't notice, these outward pads swing out as well as up. So down and back in. Knees, past 90. Alright. The feet can actually extend out. See there? Alright. And then you get extra ankle tilt as well. Alright. So you can go all the way in if you want. Pretty neat stuff. Now as for the foot, forward, let's see if it swings more when it's more backwards when it's out. Not really. Forward's where it's at. Alright. So just for the sake of something fast, bring this out. Let's see what we want to do. Okay. I should have done the feet reversed, but we're gonna roll with it. For the sword, the bottom comes off. Fit it onto the ball joint. There's that. Then we'll actually take the other hand, slide it on first. That's always easiest. For some reason, someone was calling at 8 o'clock at night, and that's exactly what we're not going to do if we're not family. There we go. Almost had it. Alright. And that's as simple as just popping this back on. And then jeez, I keep coming so close. I have to extend this hip out too. Alright, so let's see where we're at camera-wise. Get this a little bit lower. Not my best. Let's see if we can't. Move that out a bit. There we go. And okay. We'll get a couple more poses, show off the weapons, show off the Go Flash, and get you guys out of here. Okay, here he is with the Ghost Stick as well as the Space Bazooka. Now, the Ghost Stick does have an alternate piece. Both ends come off of it, and so we can dual wield. Pretty cool stuff. Not going to utilize it in this review. Kind of wanted to knock two birds out with one stone with this pose here. And with the butterfly effect, he can go ahead and cup the bottom of the bazooka as well with his other hand if you want to pose him like that. But I wanted to go for something different here. I like this. I like it a lot, actually. Alright, closing this out, we've got him and probably his most iconic pose there, but one thing we're missing is the Go Flash. So let's go ahead and get that set up. Gonna go ahead and slide that backpack off. Like before, my dumbass forgot to turn off the lights. Always a great thing, but whatever. Alright, you guys remember where the light switch was? It's as simple as just taking these pieces. They just slide in. So, alright. Slide in, the middle, slide in, I like how I'm making this look a lot harder than it is right now. It's always different doing stuff on camera, reaching around and whatnot. And then get this last piece slid in. Alright, and now that we've got these attached, it should be a lot easier to put on since it automatically pushes that other part out. We'll see. Everything's always harder on camera. There we go. And we can just go ahead and put that down. Alright. So, zooming out, backing up. Making sure we're focused, just so you guys can see how the lights look, because it lights up a lot more towards the bottom than the top. And we'll get these shelf lights off as well. Alright, so there's that. That's how it looks from the front. Not quite as cool. These back in. Get his pose more proper. And there we go, man. Alright, closing this out. Again, Artstorm's Pose Plus Metal line. P.03 GoShogun. So far, 3 releases in, this line seems to be really on the right track to hitting it on all points when it comes to that aesthetic, when it comes to the fit and finish, when it comes to the engineering / articulation. They're really knocking it out on all fronts, where other companies, it feels like they kind of focus on one thing and let the other slide for the most part, because like a Bandai, for the most part, fit and finish consistently good, paint always immaculate, best display pieces when it comes to super robot stuff you can find. But when it comes to the engineering articulation, yeah, you look like a Go line, obvious exception or whatever, one of the best diecast figures ever, just top to bottom. God Mars, on the other hand, that's more to their standard, not really big on the articulation. It's more, this looks good, it's the right size, go for it. Same with even like a Megazord and stuff like that. People can say yeah, it's the most articulated megas or whatever, but that doesn't say much if it's not doing much more than the Legacy, which is $200 less and released almost a decade ago. Whatever. Signal, Giant Gorg, arguably the best diecast super robot figure ever. But on the other hand, it's like you've got a lot of their pieces that are highly articulated, but then the fit and finish, the quality and things like that definitely fall short. Again, this line really seems to take what other lines aren't doing and hit it on all cylinders. I'm really excited for things like their Bicon Fu, because that to me is really going to be the one that takes both Bandai and Signal, a product that they've both tried to make, both have their shortcomings, and if they knock that out, to me it really shows that they're looking to be the king, looking to be it, that kind of thing. But right now, man, best GoShogun toy of all time. There's not much to go off of. The second best is actually a Revoltech toy, to be honest with you. Outside of that, there's CMS. I'm going to say CMS slash Murasan. I actually have it back here. Alright, we gotta move this table out of the way. That's one part that kind of sucks about filming reviews in my toy room. But, I mean, that's it. The Murasan and the CMS toy, they're the exact same mode. Apparently, the Murasan, which is featured here, has some improvements over it. I don't know really what could be improved, because this thing is pretty damn basic. It's a nice die-cast block, but not much for articulation, things like that. I mean, it's very much so, and okay. It very much so is what it is kind of piece, you know? Which is not a bad thing. This thing was released almost a decade ago. It's whatever. But if you look at where things have come since then, and the fact that, you know, Artstorm with this Post Plus line, they didn't really have to do much to give us the best GoShogun toy ever, but they went above and beyond to not only give us the best so far, but a definitive one, to where I see this being the definitive GoShogun toy. It's going to be the greatest ever made. I don't see another company really giving this kind of effort into GoShogun, period, let alone doing it to this extent. I don't know anything about the production levels or anything like that. I'm a reviewer, I'm a photographer, I'm not a business owner, I'm not a product planner or anything like that. I've been asked a lot about the quantities and things like that. What I do know is for the two of these, Boxinger and GoShogun, they were on pre-orders for months, and with each of them it feels like people started looking for them after and seeing that they were hot, and all of a sudden, since they obviously weren't available anymore, now that they've released, there are complaints about insufficient stock and stuff like that. Again, I don't know the exact numbers and things like that, but I do know that no matter what the numbers were, with both of these so far, there have been, or all three of them, because Lighton is still available at retailers and stuff, there's been plenty of time for you to pick these up. And as a collector, myself included, I'm a consumer, I buy the majority of this stuff or whatever. I'm just sharing with you guys for the sake of sharing. It's our responsibility to where if we see something and are even thinking about it, put in that pre-order. You can always cancel it later or something like that. But I guess if you don't, take some accountability and just own the fact that you slept on it. And this goes for me too. It's a general you. I don't know who's watching this. I'm not talking to you personally, but don't put it on the company and things like that. Things weren't shortchanged just because you decided not to order it until after it was released. It's part of collecting. Hot items, when they're gone, they're gone. Thankfully, I slept on these for a while. I ended up pre-ordering both of them like not too long before release, but they were still available, you know, like that kind of deal. So even with me, I gotta get faster on this line because it's a hot line, and the secondary prices on these are already skyrocketing, and it's clear to see why. So again, it's a hot line. I have nothing to do with Artstorm or any of this. This isn't a sponsored review or anything. I'm just telling you guys now, this is the best thing going. I feel like if they keep up with the standard that they've set, it has potential to be the greatest diecast super robot line of all time. So if you see it and you're thinking about it, press that pre-order button, pay the down payment, knock it out, secure it. Because once these are gone, this stuff is lightning in a bottle. You never even know what happens with companies and this and that. They move on to other things, whatever. Do it now or forever hold your peace. And also support this. They're making good, solid products, man. You might not know who Artstorm are, but get to know them, look up their stuff, do your own research. Don't go by what I'm saying. Obviously, I'm very, very biased. I love this stuff. But I think that even if you don't have the same bias, you have no choice but to respect these things as products because there ain't much going on that's better at the moment. Anyway, this has been another Kumastyle review. Check out the full article and gallery on kumastyle.com. I look forward to seeing you guys' thoughts. Did you pick this up? Did you not pick this up? Do you wish you picked it up? Are you glad you didn't pick it up? Whatever the case is, let me know what you think in the comments section. Thanks as always for your support, and I'll see you next time.